Now to Adamawa State now, where the police has arrested at least 30 suspects involved in a communal clash that led to the deaths of more than 100 persons. Normalcy is gradually returning to Tingno Community, and women and children are now taking refuge at a temporary camp set up by the government. Owolabi Adenusi compiled this report.
The aftermath of a communal clash, it is the women and children that suffer. Residents of Tingno Community in Lamurde local government are still counting their losses. The Adamawa state government is not pleased at this brazen display of violence in which hundreds were killed. Governor Amodu Fintri pledges to bring the perpetrators to book to serve as a deterrent to others. The police was caught unawares of the sudden eruption of violence in Tingno Community, but has begun investigation under the directives of the state government, which has already resulted in the arrest of more than 30 suspects. Some victims of the communal clash whose properties were destroyed now reside at the temporary Kupte camp in Lafia Ward. The councillor representing Lafia Ward, Mr. Abubakar Yahaya, thanked the governor for his swift intervention, but notes that the displaced persons are faced with the challenges of lack of shelter and a shortage of mattresses.
I am appealing to the government to help us here in order to handle this camp in appropriate way, because the place is sheltered. It's the problem of shelter. We all complain about shelter because we have 900 plus people here. Some have no place to stay. The camp still is not even, fences. We are facing these challenges, sir.
Victims appeal to the state government to take adequate measures to enable them return home and resume their normal lives.
On the day of the attack, my son tried to stop the two rioting parties and broke a piece, but he was immediately hacked to death right in front of my house. I'm appealing to the state government to do all that it can to see we return to our normal lives, and we should also all live in peace and harmony. There's no point fighting.
Margaret Obida is a healthcare nurse at the makeshift clinic in Kupte camp. She explains that over 100 of the 978 registered IDPs have fallen sick, stressing that children are more vulnerable in such situations. She urges government and well-meaning individuals to donate to the clinic to enable her and her team carry out their duties effectively.
I see that some of them find wounds, some of them that are feeling with this diarrhea, dysentery, so some of them with malaria. So we are all treat the children. Now there is no much problem, but since we are here on Sunday, and many cases, many different problems here.
The Adamawa state governor has called on the people to shed their swords and promote peaceful coexistence. Meanwhile, the state government is imposing a curfew on Lamurde local government and is synergizing with relevant security agencies to restore peace to the community.